Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, France, we say that as for, since the global financial crisis enjoyed an exorbitant privilege, which ironically is a phrase that a French president, Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, coined for the US. And they did. I mean, France did enjoy an exorbitant privilege within the European Union because it was able to borrow pretty much the same very cheap level as Germany was able to borrow, but piling up on debt constantly since the end of the global financial crisis, not only for its sovereign sector, but also within the private sector. So the total credit to GDP for France stands at the highest level, probably in the developed world and probably in general. So yes, I mean, France has had this increase in debt, and this, of course, has been exacerbated by the pandemic. One can of course wonder whether this increase was warranted or not, whether this was used, this debt was used appropriately for good policies, etc. But still, there's a recognition that the cost of debt should be higher.
David, there's been almost a free pass for spending in Europe on the back of the COVID crisis, but this week a message from the European Commission that it won't tolerate it forever, a much stronger line that they're now taking. Does that make a difference as we see the spending patterns across Europe and particularly in France? Does it matter that the European Commission is now sending a message?
Well, I mean, this was also expected. So France, Italy, Belgium are all expected to be, in a sense, put on a watch and in line for excess deficit procedure. So yesterday, the first step was taken in this process for France. Of course, the European Commission has to send a signal because of the new fiscal framework. So certainly they cannot. I mean, in principle, they cannot completely allow France to be off the hook. So some sort of adjustment will be needed. It is naturally important for markets because that would mean some sort of standoff between the incoming French government and the European Commission. This, in general, has been recipe for wider spreads and higher volatility. And this is, in a sense, higher volatility, if not higher spreads, is what we are expecting for the rest of the time until a new French government with some sort of credible majority in the National Assembly is formed and some sort of agreement on the fiscal plan is brokered with Brussels.